Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you're planning on listening to this. It is time for another 5-minute podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about all or nothing. It's a big one, isn't it? So, what's going to happen is I'm going to go away, and then that way, y'all can listen and you can get whatever done you need done. I don't have the timer on beep today because everybody else is still sleeping. So, you'll have to trust me. Okay? All right. Are we ready to go? Yes? Okay. I'm going away. And start. Okay. So we're going to talk about all or nothing. So many times and it's not just projects in the home, it's stuff at work, it's changing an unhealthy lifestyle, it's decluttering, it's just cleaning the home. So many things we can do all or nothing because we look at it and we say, oh my God, I have to declutter this whole area. True, but you don't have to declutter it all right now. And because we sit here and we say, I have to declutter this whole area, or I have to do this whole project, or I have to read this whole book and study for this whole test, and all these things, we don't do it. We put it off because it's too much. So, you know, I need to change the way I eat, and I need to exercise, and I need to get more sleep, and I need to do my hair and makeup every day. And yeah, great, but you need to do all those things one at a time. And maybe when it comes to changing the way you eat, you start one meal at a time. Or when it comes to doing a decluttering project, it's one box at a time, one wall at a time, depending upon how bad things are. Um, it's one chapter at a time, one page at a time. I'll give you a great analogy. Jacek was not learning to read, but learning to enjoy reading. And he really wanted to read this book. But all he could see was the 120 pages that he had to read. And I told him, I said, but buddy, you don't have to read all 120 pages at one time. You don't even have to read a whole chapter at one time. Just concentrate on a page. And then page by page by page by page, he was able to complete the whole book. And our projects at home are the same way. Studying for a school test is done the same way. It's not all of it, because then it'll be nothing. It's part of it. So break it down. What is the first thing that needs to happen? What is then the second thing that needs to happen? And if all it is a matter of decluttering, pick your starting point. Or cleaning the house, pick your starting point. We got 2 minutes left. Pick your starting point and set the timer for 15 minutes if you're up for it. If not, set it for 7.5. If you're not up for that, set it for 5. If you're not up for that, set it for 2. Because even if you just do 2 minutes of studying flashcards or working on invoices or decluttering or whatever, you're still going to make 2 minutes of progress. It's better than not making any progress at all. So really keep that in mind, that it's not an all or nothing. It's something. We need to start looking at the something, because the something will get us to an end point. 1 minute left. The all will not. The nothing will not. The something will. So even if you have to write a plan out in your brain log, first I'm going to hit those boxes. And second, I'm going to hit those boxes. And then I'm going to tackle sentimental things. And or first, I'm going to set up the floor. Um, First, I want to change the curtains. Then we will start making progress as opposed to not making any progress. No matter how we do it, we're still looking at doing things one item at a time. So if we stop thinking we have to do it all and just start thinking of one item, we're going to get things done. And then you can feel your accomplishments and you can feel better about what you're doing. Time's up. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Look for another podcast coming up shortly. Bye.